Okay, so happy Tuesday, May 10th, everyone. Whee, it's Tuesday. Tuesday. We survived Monday, which is no real problem for me since I'm not exactly working right now. I take it back. I am constantly working right now. Always working on projects, on making sure I have the correct connections, on making sure that the information I have about those connections is, up to date. I was on a talk last night with some individuals out in the Philippines. One of my projects, I'm trying to dig through my contacts as I believe Mr. Pacquiao may be interested in possibly helping me out with just taking pictures with some of my kids. I believe children have the need for incentives. Now, so do I. My incentive is to get a beautiful package together showing what my organization out in the Philippines can do for these kids, our progress, and how we intend to move on. And with this package, beautiful package that I will hopefully receive a follow through from my graphic design friends in regards to the creation of this package so that I could present it to the people that I meet at the tech conferences, great CEOs and such. And so rub elbows with the right people and point out that my organization, we're helping out third world countries, not just third world countries, children of third world countries out in the impoverished areas, out in the country, out in the homeless sections in Manila, with getting an education. Granted, the organization right now is just based on a specific province which I'm going to keep hush-hush, as I don't want anyone to come along and say, oh, we want laptops too. Well, I'll be greedy. Please find your own laptops. This is laptop per child. In our case, it is laptop per the organization, per library that's set up. We have a library set up so that the children can meet, either before class, during class, if they don't go to school, and other children in the same situations or not, the ones who have time, they'll help them learn how to read. Now, did I mention Pacquiao? Okay, for that, I do have connections in the Philippines. Quite a few. And I hope that if at least, well, he should be able to understand. These kids are growing up in some of the worst conditions out there, and that they need an inspiration. Pacquiao is the perfect deal, being a congressman, a singer, world champion boxer. Yeah, that's right, world champion boxer. These kids can say, I could do anything, right? I could do anything. So, inspiration through sports, through entrepreneurship, and everything, but I definitely want these kids to learn how to read and broaden their horizon. I hope someone out there is going to help us. Well, I already have some OKs will help you, and with that I need to help myself, fix my debt, fix my credit, set up the nonprofit out here. So there is a startup weekend conference, not really conference, they have a startupweekend.com, I believe, or .org, where you get together for a weekend, 3-day pretty much seminar, and you learn to set up your ideas for your business. You get your business plan, then you gather up in groups and try to put it together. Third day you present it, and if you win the presentation, they're going to help you out with ads, with advertising your organization. No, that's not the reason I do it. The reason I do it is so that I can take it out to the Philippines and teach these children. After, of course, some reading, once they get to a certain level, I want to be able to teach these children that their ideas could bring them cash. I will help them with the savings and such. But to know that these kids can, excuse me, darn allergies. But to know that these kids can have ideas and raise money for themselves, I'm going to teach them that, hey, you don't sit around. People don't really move on pity. Of course, in some of those cases, I know I did. But they also do have to move for themselves. Whether that's monetization through online campaigning to raise money so that they could go to secondary school, or just to basic school. That would be beautiful. I will have them broadcast their little letters and stating, and I think I might be giving up too much information. This organization isn't exactly copyrighted yet. Oh, what the flip? Okay. So, thing on my mind right now is that it's too early for wasabi almonds. The only reason I have them is because the bag spilled in my purse. Now, I'd show you this if I could stay still. But yeah, they did spill in my purse, and there's certain hours to eat certain things, but I couldn't leave the poor almonds just to go stale, so I downed them. Wasabi is not a flavor you want lingering in your mouth. And to help that, I finished up a couple of these bottles. Again with the shape. Though Checkpoint, thank you for the bottle. You can't read the logo. But Checkpoint is a security company, firewall, and such. And of course, I met up with them at the RSA conference earlier this year. After hearing my little happy love story that revolved around their product, I am a geek. I have a cute little love story revolving around Fireball, about how someone got me to cling through a firewall rule. It worked. Wow. So after telling the story, which I didn't tell you the whole story, after telling that story, they handed me this, a beautiful Checkpoint water bottle, which I'm keeping with me all the time. I even add with me a nice little handle. Oh, so that's another thing. You heard the I am a quarter Chinese. Once in a while, I will have little Chinese outbursts along with a Filipino, along with sometimes some Indian outbursts. God bless me. So, I think that's it for today. As I'm choking on that almond. Ooh. And, oh yeah. So, another thing on my mind. I made a fool of myself last night. In the last video, in the 2.5 video, I noted how the 0.5 was a big, huge mistake, how I'm not normally like that, and how I'm going to set up an outtake section on DNAgirl.com for you to check it out, only to the DNA Girl visitors who actually go to the site. Now, the thing is, I didn't realize after I uploaded to YouTube, it would automatically go to my Facebook. Yeah. So when I checked my Facebook, which is something I don't normally do, when I checked my Facebook, there was the video. All up there to embarrass me. And I'm still embarrassed. However, if you do want to check out the video, you can go to DNAgirl.com there is an outtake section, and let me just emphasize it to you again. That is not exactly me. Not exactly. And I think if I were dressed up differently, maybe more of a clubbing outfit, it would, the way I acted would have possibly been a little more acceptable. But yeah, I'll go for now. I'll see you again tomorrow. It's on to studies and lunch. Bye bye.